People are panicking about markets right now because they're zoomed all the way in. Everyone's screaming about this idea of an AI bubble. But if you really want to understand what's happening, you have to zoom all the way out, across centuries, and look at the history of human progress, not the headlines of this week. Because here's the truth, AI isn't a bubble, because what it represents is something humanity has never experienced before. To see things clearly, you need to understand one simple fact. For all of human history, the total intelligence of Earth has only ever grown one way. More people and better education, that's it. Victorian England, around 1839, 43% of children would die before the age of 5. Most people worked themselves into the grave, doing back-breaking, soul-crushing labour, life expectancy around 40. The average person couldn't read, and the smartest minds still thought draining your blood with leeches was cutting-edge medicine. Then two things happened. We gained knowledge and we educated more brains, and that's really what built the modern world. Not steam, not coal, not electricity, they were just catalysts. Intelligence is what turned them into breakthroughs. Every vaccine, every bridge, every microchip, every financial system, every piece of modern medicine, all of it came from one finite resource, the collection of human brains at that time running at around 20 watts each. And that has really been the total cognitive horsepower of humanity until now. For the first time in history, we are not just using intelligence, we are not just teaching it, we are inventing it, creating it, scaling it. This is the first time civilization has ever added a second source of thinking power to planet Earth. And people still treat it like a productivity tool. No, this is a new engine of civilization. Human intelligence generally grows linearly, slowly, generationally. AI intelligence grows by adding more GPUs, by stacking data centers, by scaling compute. You know, we make one copy of ourselves every 30 years. AI can make tens of millions of perfect copies in an afternoon. And here's the part that we should actually be a bit scared and also excited about at the same time. Because we can only really imagine the obvious things AI will solve. Cancer, fusion energy, new materials. We can imagine those because they're already being aimed at with human brains. 2025 already showed us a glimpse of what comes next. AlphaFold 3 and similar models designed a new super alloy in 72 hours that human material scientists have chased for 12 years. No human even knew what research space to look in. The AI just found it. The biggest breakthroughs won't be the ones we're already aiming at. They'll be the ones sitting outside our cognitive limit. You know, try right now to visualize the fourth dimension, or try to imagine what before the Big Bang even means when time itself didn't exist, or try to understand what happened in the movie Tenet. It's because you're human. AI will think thoughts we literally cannot think. It will invent concepts we don't have words for yet. It will see patterns our species aren't wired to perceive, and it will open doors to things we don't even know that exist. This isn't a second version of the internet. This isn't another app. This is stepping into a universe shaped by minds smarter than ours. And that's why the next 2 decades are going to be so wild, chaotic, disorientating, and the most transformative period in human history. Now let's make this personal. I spent the last decade in a white-collar job analyzing companies, reading balance sheets, the exact kind of work AI is already starting to do, better, faster, and cheaper. So where does that leave me? Well, if AI fails, this whole thing flames out and I keep working. Easy. I know how to grind, I know how to earn money. But if AI succeeds, if we really are inventing intelligence, then my jobs and millions like it will vanish. Not because we're bad at them, but because the very definition of intelligence is changing. And yes, new jobs will appear, but there'll be literally jobs we can't describe today, just like a prompt engineer or a diffusion model interpreter didn't exist in 2018. So what am I doing with this information? Well, I invest aggressively, rationally. Owning companies that are building this technology is my hedge against not having an income tomorrow. If AI fails, I keep working. If AI succeeds, I own a piece of the tide instead of drowning in it. I want to own the data centers, the chips, the models, the power plants, the entire infrastructure powering the next engine of civilization. It's the cleanest risk to reward equation I've ever seen, because we're not just inventing another product. We're inventing a new form of intelligence, and society has never experienced anything like this before. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please do feel free to subscribe, comment, and let me know your thoughts on this as well.